Hi guys and welcome to another FIFA 22 comparison player review. Today guys we're going to be comparing the new 87 rated Flashback Neymar against the 91 rated regular gold Neymar. And of course the new Flashback Neymar that came out today, the highlights that you'll see with Neymar are the exact same highlights that I have for the review that I've done of him that came out earlier on today. Really cool flashback card, but you might be thinking initially, well, okay, this Neymar's here for 2 weeks, but why should I go and get myself a Neymar card that is 4 ratings lower than the base cards? Now, the base card you can currently buy for, since the SBC came out, the base gold cards was sitting at just over 200,000 coins on Xbox. Now it's about 150,000 coins, so it's had a massive reduction since this SBC came out, but you'd be thinking, well, surely the 91 rated Neymar, 4 ratings higher than the 87 cards, is going to be better. You would think that initially, and in some ways the 91 card is better, but on the whole, the 87 rated Flashback Neymar is the one to go for. Now, if you had to go and complete this, if you had to go and buy every single player for the Flashback Neymar SBC, he's going to cost you around about 230,000 coins, so more expensive than what it would be to go and buy the 91 Neymar cards off the market. However, now you might also be thinking, well, that's a rip-off for a card that's 4 ratings lower. It isn't. It is actually a lot better. Now, I'm not saying that the 91 rated Neymar card is bad. I'm not saying that, and we'll get onto his highlights in a second. But with the base, the 87 rated Flashback Neymar, 4 games, 3 goals, and 0 assists. Unbelievably unlucky not to get a better return than that as well. A lot of the time he was getting fouled because people just couldn't keep up with him and would just purposely just take him out, but it was fine because they could go and score penalties with him. And he was fantastic. You know, if you ever watched like St. Maximin for Newcastle, where he's absolutely brilliant at times, and he was fantastic in that game the day against Newcastle as well. I hadn't seen a performance from a player that good in a while, where they just completely ran the whole game, and that's even like watching Messi, Ronaldo, and Salah on like a consistent basis. I thought St. Maximin was absolutely unreal, but a lot of the time he gets like fouled, he gets really unlucky, and it was kind of the same when using this Flashback Neymar card. A lot of the time getting unlucky, doing the hard part, and then when it came to the final third, you know, people would just foul him unnecessarily, or just take him out for no particular reason, just because they couldn't keep up with him, they couldn't handle him, and obviously that became a little bit annoying, but he was brilliant in that. Yes, he's only got 4-star weak foot, but compared to the 91 cards having a 5-star weak foot, but he's better in other areas. He has, for example, 9 more stamina, which counts for a lot as an attacker. 81 stamina on a regular attacker now, or on any attacker at this stage of the game, isn't good enough. 91 pace as well. You wouldn't really want a car with anything lower than 91 pace, and you can really feel the difference between the gold Neymar and the Flashback Neymar. The Flashback Neymar is rapid in this game, and you know, 91 Neymar is not slow, but you can notice the difference. There is that lacking cutting edge when it comes to pace. He can't take on as many opposition defenders with as ease as what you can do with the other card. And it's not just because of that as well, it's because there's a difference in terms of agility. You know, the Flashback card's got better agility, better balance, better stamina, and on the whole, it does add up to a lot. Yes, at the same time, of course, this 91 Neymar having a 5-star weak foot is fantastic, because a 5-star weak foot does tend to stand out very well in this game. And you know, I ended up playing 4 games with him as well. He got 1 goal compared to the 3 that I got with a Flashback version of Neymar, but he got 2 more assists. Again, this is another thing with the 91 card, is a little bit better. He is a better passer of the ball, mainly in terms of crosses. He is really, really good in crosses, and probably noticeably better with crosses than what you get with the 87 cards. So there's kind of ways in which the 91 stands a little bit better than the 87 rated card. Yes, in terms of passing, and also in terms of having a 5-star weak foot. But on the whole, when we talk about the meta in this game, the 87 rated card is better, considerably better. You know, 4 overall pace, which some people say won't be like the massive difference, that's not the biggest difference in the world, but believe me, it counts for a whole lot more than what you'd think, because it is so much more easy with this 87 cards to take on opposition defenders, whether it be centre-backs and full-backs, and beat them a lot of the time with ease. And if he isn't beating them, it's because they fouled him. You don't get the, and I'm not saying that the 91 card can't outdo opposition opponents. Of course he can, but not to the level of the 87 card, not with as much easiness. In terms of dribbling, both of them are fantastic. Both of them have the 5-star skill moves. There's no real difference. The 91 card on the whole has better dribbling in terms of 1+ dribbling compared to the 93 card, but actually the 87 cards has got, despite 1 less overall dribbling, is better in agility, and also I believe in balance. And again, that also counts for a lot as an attacker. 84 balance in this Neymar card, the 91 card isn't great. It's better on the 87 card, and that also counts for a lot. Physicality, not too much between the two of them at all. Very, very similar. And when it comes to finishing, you know, of course, having that 91 card with the 5-star weak foot was fantastic. However, when it comes to actual shooting stats, the 87 racer card is better, much better positioning, 6 more shot power, 80 shot power on that 91 card isn't too desirable in my opinion. Now this 87 card has got 86 shot power, which is a lot more desirable. Does have less penalties, doesn't really matter too much because I went and scored 2 penalties with the 87 racer card anyway, so that's clearly not an issue. But I think when you just kind of weigh it up between the two cards, the 87 rated Flashback SBC, even if you have to go and put coins into it for an untradeable card, is just so much better value for money. And I would argue actually is 10 out of 10 for value for your coin. I know it says value for time there. It's not supposed to say value for time. It should really say value for coins. 10 out of 10 for that, 100%. And I'm not saying that the 91 card is bad because he's still usable, but I think at this stage of the game, I am 100% convinced the 87 racer card is better. I don't think it's as close as what some of these other comparison videos have been, where I've said it's really hard to choose between them. It kind of goes on personal preference. With this one, I would confidently say that the 87 racer cards, despite being 4 overall ratings lower, is the better card, just because when you go into those in-game stats, the key in-game stats that make attackers insane in this game, he just excels in it more than the 91 card does. Despite the 91 having the 5-star weak foot, on the whole in-game stats and what kind of is the meta in this game, the 87 card is just better than the 91 in terms of those stats and just plays better in game based on having used both cards. But anyway, guys, hopefully this video has helped you decide in which card to go for in your team. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.